Jeżeli znudziły Ci się gry, które masz, a na nowe brakuje Ci hajsu, wbijaj na keydrop.pl. Tutaj możesz zdobyć najlepsze gry za grosze. Odbierz darmowe 2 złote. Kod promocyjny w opisie.
He's got to worry about decontamination. As soon as he stepped out, though, he instantly took his head off. Now they've got the advantage on the retake. Smoke, it's deep. It's not on top of the bomb. It's gone toward Nubok. There's a chance they can still hold that from decom. Means they have to take fights. They have to get aggressive. Norman's going to trade, but Keo has the card. He's got everything in his hand in his favor because that smoke is just so poorly placed. And now he should win out the round. 21 HP for Boomich. Boomich is on it. He's on it. Keo's got to go. He's got to peek it now. Just barely in time. He gets the...
Yeah, nice and calm mark. A little bit closer than actually was. He was always going to chase that towards the end. And open the door. Saw the 4 DPs there. And I have to say, Norma, some stunning shots there, but wasn't quite enough to win the round. Down they go towards lower through the vent. And that's such a key round for Cloud9. Like I said, it has to be Frico now for Winstrike. 13-4 pretty much locked in. Will they buy anything? That's a question. Zelsis, nice shot to open things up. And Kiyoshima equally as good outside. And then he was the one who really cemented it. Nice and calm in that particular situation. So well done by him. Not going to be wasting any time here with the smokes. Looks like Cloud9 got the fundamentals and the rest. Absolutely comfortable here on Nuke. As now they look to get one step closer. It's their map pick next of Overpass. So if they can close this out, they're on track for a 2-0, but they have to get there first. Nuke is such a weird map. Even the 13-4 leads can fall apart.
Fantastic work from range. You have to...
Thank you so much. Round, drop down the back, and have a huge upper hand because there's going to be a good chance a lot of players won't have helmets. So that's happened now. So we're going to have Mac 10s. You're not going to throw those away. You could like rush ramp, rush upper. They're going to do something fast. You just do the outside smokes, you down towards lower. They have a huge advantage here. And let's see how many helmets are actually purchased on this CT side, because utility really is king on the Nuke CT side. Let's have a look. If you move your body out of the way, let's see 3 naked heads.
Now I shouldn't have let you talk first. It's going to be rude.
That was a nice thing.
I pooped before the scoop. That's why.
So 2 helmets there. World has got a scout, and there are 3 players with our helmets, and they do have a distinct lack of utility here. So tactical timeout called by Cloud9. So trying to work out what they do and how they can possibly take advantage of the fact they know the CTs are weak here.
Well, the interesting thing is, too, we talked about this yesterday, because remember, they lost 16-1. They then won 16-1, but they lost 16-1 to Vici in the opening map of that series. And we were touching on the fact that when they're down that deficit, that difficult situation, they don't have the coach behind them. And they don't, although Flush has lots of experience in his in-game leading now, don't always have their true in-game leader in Golden.
It's a very good point.
It's the 2 that would call the timeouts not really there. So it's good to see them taking them today.
Yeah, I agree. So I was expecting something fast. maybe towards upper, and that's going to be the case as Zels is once again cracking the side open. It's up the Boomich with the Org, and actually Wolded delivering a brutal headshot towards Rush there. This might be enough. Remember, it's one of those rounds where you're not necessarily going to win it. You're going to try and cause as much financial chaos as he can. They've only got one kill, and it looks like Winstrike will be on their feet now. This is the all-important round, and Automata will do what he can to do anything. As he gets one kill, he knows he's not long for this world. He's suggesting with that smoke he's gone to collect the rifle there, and he'll be behind the smoke. He's trying to bait out CTs who won't necessarily be aware that he's close now. Spots one, but there's Wild Edit, who took a bit of a gamble there with the scout, but he hit an absolutely amazing shot towards upper to back up Boomich on the bomb side floor, and they will still be feeling this, by the way. 13-5 down, but it's just such a weird map in terms of this so CT-sided that you're actually fine at this point, really.
Yeah, it's CT-sided still for teams who don't play it often, and that includes Cloud9. When you get teams like Astralis,
True.
Any of the Danish teams, really, you do start to see the potential that it has now for the outside exploitation, the smokes that can be used in that position. But yeah, no doubt, it is still a CT-sided map. At the end of the day, it's going to be a CT-sided play outside to try and counter that, as well as they get aggressive toward Red Crate. Bit of a gap in the smoke. Keo wants to take advantage of it. No one played the short side. And Flusha, who played outside the entire time, knows how to counter it. Throws a Molotov far and wants to drop in, but they don't account for Quick. He and Waylander, before Waylander died, found a kill. So therefore take a 2-1 trade advantage.
They absolutely will. They did so much damage with the utility at the start there as well. The HGs and incendiaries doing so much work. And Quick's not done just yet, it seems, as he tries to battle Flusher, but I wouldn't recommend that. The shots he's been hitting today have been incredible. 3 versus 3. Quick could have taken the advantage, but went for the duel instead. Bomb down for now, and Wilded actually on a rifle. He upgraded to an AUG from the previous scout. The problem is no utility left for Cloud9 here. It's still an incredibly difficult procedure to actually get anywhere near a bomb site. What's the play? Kiyoshima seems to think lower is where they might find some success. It's always so scary. He's trying to bait out a shot with his barrel there, but nothing there at all. So here's fine. You can see the top left of your screen. We have a radar that demonstrates where the players could be positioned down towards lower. But the fact he's holding vents now is actually very strong. Hello. And I don't think Boomich saw... Oh, Keo. Could have just told his teammates where he was and they got on the kill like that. Keo gives himself up for free, and unfortunately that really does fall apart there.
Yeah, Norbert collects 2 in the bomb. So Keo goes all the way back around. 12 seconds. I want to just hold on to the thing. I think he's realized it, but it's too late to realize that, and Norbert's found that kill as well. So he ends the round with 3. Puts him on just 10 total, but they're starting to get into contention 2 rounds after the pistol, splitting the half thus far and giving them 6. And the money. More importantly, the money.
Great shot from Flush Up. Give him the real chance. And Keo, he went for a real gamble there, shooting on the ladder. Anyone who's not aware, if you're touching a ladder in CSGO, it removes all accuracy from your weapon, and it's a massive RNG affair. And yeah, at that range, there was a chance he gets the kill, but it would have been an anomaly. I felt like he could just given the information for his teammates towards main, and they could have come in and pre-fight that position, but he gave himself up, and then at that point, pretty much repositioned. They now have no money. This is where you'll see Winstrike, this edge back into this round by round, and once it gets to that double digits, we'll start thinking they can actually do this. We'll see. And it should be an eco here for Cloud9. Nothing purchased so far, not even $1 spent. So, just going to be going in with Glocks only, and probably just getting on top of that main entrance and going with some quick trades here. We'll see what happens.
Floor AUG AK setup, pistols only. Rush is going to drop down. Didn't think he was going to make it. You don't have to jump, but he did kind of go on an angle. I wasn't sure he was going to fully commit and get it right. Quick's got Keo. Rush wants to drop one further level and get inside, but now Quick is aware of what they're up to, and he'll use the scope on top of the AUG to make sure he hits the shot. Automatic found one. What did he get for it? An AUG. No armor to work with to go along with that, but it's something. They can be clever about positioning and find a kill. Could be onto something. Pence bypass Norbert. Try and get upstairs quickly. Thinks better of it. Boomich is still there. and would easily spawn him coming out of the ladder. So Automatic gonna open the door, smoke it immediately, try and bait out some movement, and goes back around. If he gets in the vent, looks to his right. I take it back. Okay. Norbert's still inside on catwalk, so he doesn't get much of a reaction at all. World edit meanwhile on Flusha, and there it is. All Automatic could do was walk out. Boomage and Quick were upstairs the whole time. Difficult position to walk up that ladder and hope for the best. You really need someone selling a distraction first.
Well, there we go. Cloud9 pick up the pistol, but lose the 3 subsequent rounds after that. This is where we thought they might struggle on the T side. As we mentioned, the map was quite shallow. The CT side was very good. Seemed to have a basic understanding of how the map works and some strong aimers. They've certainly got all that covered, but the T side is where you'll truly be tested as to whether you can penetrate the defense. Automatic 22 kills to his name, but starting to slow down now. It's still very early days in the second half. We'll see what they can do with the fast outside smokes. Kirishima trying to get across. Luckily, that smoke blooms just in time and he actually gets down safely.
Flush already on top of the AC position again. Headshot for him. That's twice he's won that against the AUG.
Ooh.
And Kiyoshima's going to equal the task with a fantastic shot on Waylander.
Okay.
Not easy. This is the man that's been so impressive so far. That's a phenomenal, but that's so quick. How are we supposed to keep up with that? Norbert's been exceptional this half so far, and he just gets removed. That was everything went Cloud9's way.
Well, Kirishima, go downstairs and kill everyone, and I'll kill everyone outside. That's basically the strategy they went with there, and it seems to be very effective, I have to say. That shot from Flusha seems to be a bit of a specialist shot of his, it seems. That was, like you said, the same shot, the same player, and the same results. So there we go, 14-7. Can't really argue with the result of that round. If Cloud9 get this, the money will be broken. It almost is, to be fair. It's quick on the orb, not well at it. They got FAMASes, and now a 5-on-4. Automatic will have a quick pick there. You can see the reaction to the CTs, and it should be more of a double kill considering it's the orb on the second player, but at least keeping the head above water. Lose this round, they lose the first map. So, Kirishima again, finding more and more kills towards lower. It looks like we are going to find the 15th round of Cloud9, and remember that means no cash at all. There'll be $1,900 per player on the CT side of Nuke. They haven't really had a chance to show us what they're capable of due to that really poor start. Oh no, Boomage, don't do that.
Just make it easy for them. You're right, there is no cash at all. It's Overpass next, which we might be looking toward, and Cloud9 have picked that map.
Indeed they have. So, our final best of 3 of this stage of the major. It's been a long old 5 days for Cloud9. This is looking like they might be making their way forward, though. Zelsis, a player that hasn't delivered in the first couple of days, but really come into his own, I have to say, over the last 2. Looks much better. And maybe it was more of a nervous thing. Remember, this is his first major, right? He hasn't got the experience of anyone on the server. Maybe him and Norbert were the only ones who haven't ever played at a major before. And maybe it's a little bit too daunting. You know, you're replacing the in-game leader, essentially, and then having to fill in wherever they want you to. You haven't had a massive amount of time to get comfortable. But it seems like, just like G2, he's arrived just in the nick of time. As now it's up to Cloud9 to give this round away. They should close it out here.
Flash over. Won't really do much. Just trying to take the map one step at a time. Go back in toward lobby. Haven't seen a lot toward ramp. Last round there was the trade on the op. You mentioned it. You thought it would be a double. They get that ramp room and force the rotation. Keo gets a world of opportunity in his position as well. That draws world edit back to lockers, though, so even if they wanted to do this, they're gifted ramp. 4 players in there, and Keo with 1 shot has pulled the op over. They're sectioning off the map so effectively. Keo wants more information. He'll look downstairs. Quick wants to play it on an angle that has to commit. Kill's already come in, though, at ramp. Op's gone. Crossfire potential is there, and it works. That is such a strong position for the CTs. Keo reveals that, though. So all they have to do is hold the inners of the site. Flusha needs to make sure he's looking at the door, not away from it. He can hear them on the other side. He'll get Norbert. Sprays back in. Looks for Quick, but can't find it. Bomb is planted in the meantime as Flusha gets back out and makes no mistake. He's hungry. He wants more, but It's Waylander that's got the CZ onto him instead. Not done yet because he's got an AK-47 and he does indeed have a kit plus the smoke. He's going to have to be extremely clever using it though in a 1-on-3. He's already got one damage onto the other, but Rush has position and Cloud9 have the map 16-7.
Well, a lot of question marks around the team going into this map, but they certainly have been answered now. Cloud9 can officially play Nuke, and my God, can they do it in style. Kirishima looked fantastic. Flusher finally looking like a world beater once again. And I have to say, the entire unit, especially Automatic as well, the AWP, looked like they were doing a great job. The only standout player on the Winstrike side was Quick. He managed to break 20 frags there, but in a 16-7 scoreline, it wasn't quite enough. Needed a few more players to come online.
Certainly did. Cloud9 now head to their map pick of Overpass, and they might make their way back into the top 16, even with the circumstances as they are. Remarkable story it would be. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with map 2 just after we visit the desk.